150 years ago today, a group of Southerners, fed up with Northern opposition to slavery, voted to make South Carolina the first state to secede from the United States of America. Tonight, the Confederate Heritage Trust of Charleston, South Carolina, will host a $100 per head secession ball to celebrate the signing of a document that led to the Civil War. At our number 2 story tonight, a new chapter in the long and dubious history of Confederate nostalgia. Today, South Carolina kicks off 4 years of celebrations to honor a war that killed 2% of the entire U.S. population. Back in 2007, state's General Assembly set aside $65,000 and appointed a commission to commemorate secession. Festivities began this morning with the unveiling of a monument at the site where, in 1860, a group unanimously approved a declaration to secede from the Union. In his speech at the event, Charleston Mayor Joe Riley noted the connection between secession and slavery, which evoked a "you lie" from a crowd member. Minimizing the connection between secession and slavery has long been a strategy of civil rights opponents and Confederate apologists. Mississippi Governor Haley Barbour said recently that the civil rights struggles in Mississippi during the 1960s were, quote, not that bad. According to Sons of Confederate Veterans President Mark Simpson, tonight's gala has nothing to do with slavery. He insists the point is to, quote, celebrate the courage and integrity of 170 men who signed their signatures to the Article of Secession, the courage of men to do what they think is right. So, what principles were these secessionists fighting for? Their God-given right to own slaves. The Ordinance of Secession says, quote, a geographical line has been drawn across the Union, and all the states of the north of that line have united in the election of a man to the high office of the President of the United States whose opinions and purposes are hostile to slavery. As part of their protest tonight, the NAACP will be holding a viewing and discussion of D.W. Griffith's 1915 film Birth of a Nation, which portrayed the Ku Klux Klan as heroes. At a press conference on Friday, South Carolina NAACP President Lonnie Randolph said, "We are not opposed to observances. We are opposed to disrespect. This is nothing more than a celebration of slavery."